Imagine waking up one morning to the jarring realization that you can't remember where you left your glasses, or you draw a complete blank on the name of a close friend you've known for years. You shrug it off as a one-off, but the lapses become more frequent and unsettling. You forget a family member's birthday, lose track of appointments, and struggle to stay focused on a simple conversation. By the time memory loss becomes obvious, the disease may already have taken years to gnaw away at your brain. Right now in the United States, over 6.7 million Americans live with Alzheimer's disease, the most common form of dementia, and that figure is projected to double by 2050. Yet nearly half of all cases could be prevented if people adopted proven lifestyle changes early enough. The biggest hurdle: most people have no idea what those changes are. You may believe dementia is simply in your genes or an inevitable part of aging, but groundbreaking research from the past decade shows that specific daily habits wield far more influence over your brain's future than you ever imagined. Today, we reveal the 10 science-backed strategies that could slash your dementia risk in half. Ready to learn the forgotten keys to protecting your mind? Let's dive in, starting with number 10. 10. Improve sleep quality. Your brain is like a high-performance engine, and deep sleep is its nightly maintenance window. During slow-wave sleep, the brain's glymphatic system activates, flushing out toxic beta-amyloid proteins, the same plaques that accumulate in Alzheimer's disease. A landmark 2021 Harvard Medical School study found that individuals averaging fewer than 6 hours of sleep per night faced a 30% higher risk of cognitive decline compared to those who clocked a full 7 to 8 hours. Chronic sleep deprivation allows those plaques to harden and damage neurons over time. To reverse this trend, treat sleep as sacred. Stick to a consistent bedtime and wake-up schedule, dim screens an hour before lights out to preserve melatonin production, and avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. Even if you think you're immune, studies show caffeine can reduce deep sleep quality by up to 20%. Prioritize an environment conducive to rest. A cool, dark bedroom and perhaps a white noise machine. Mastering sleep is your first major move to fortify your brain. 9. Stay physically active. Exercise isn't just about a lean physique. It's a potent weapon against brain aging. A 2022 University of California study revealed that just 30 minutes of moderate exercise each day could reduce dementia risk by 45%. Why? Physical activity ramps up blood flow to the brain, delivers vital oxygen and nutrients, strengthens the blood-brain barrier, and triggers the release of growth factors like BDNF that nurture neuron survival and connectivity. Not all exercise is equal, however. The best brain-protecting workouts combine aerobic movement, brisk walking or light jogging, with strength training and coordination challenges. Resistance exercises boost hormones that shield neurons, while dance or Tai Chi's complex patterns force your brain to form new synaptic connections. If you're desk-bound more than 8 hours a day, a 2023 JAMA study warns your dementia risk climbs by 50%. Counter that by taking frequent mini-breaks. A 10-minute walk or a few bodyweight exercises every couple of hours can make a dramatic difference. 8. Eat more omega-3 fatty acids. If your brain were a machine, omega-3 fatty acids would be its oil. Comprising 60% of your brain's composition, these essential fats, particularly DHA and EPA, reduce inflammation, prevent amyloid plaque buildup, and optimize synaptic signaling. In 2020, Rush University Medical Center published findings that adults consuming at least 1 serving of fatty fish per week, salmon, sardines, or mackerel, enjoyed a 40% lower Alzheimer's risk than those who didn't. To supercharge your omega-3 intake, aim for 2 servings of fatty fish weekly, or supplement with a high-quality fish oil providing at least 1,000 milligrams of combined DHA and EPA per dose. Plant-based sources, flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts add alpha-linolenic acid, though conversion to DHA, EPA is limited. If you can't meet the fish quota, a trusted supplement is a brain-sparing insurance policy. 7. Cut back on processed sugar. The term type 3 diabetes reflects how high blood sugar ravages the brain, and data from Johns Hopkins University in 2018 confirm that individuals with persistently elevated glucose levels are twice as likely to develop Alzheimer's. Beyond diabetic populations, even moderate sugar habits hurt. One daily soda boosts dementia risk by 30%. Excess sugar spikes inflammation, accelerates oxidative damage, weakens blood vessels, and disrupts insulin signaling in neurons. Protect your brain by swapping sugary beverages for sparkling water with lemon, herbal teas, or unsweetened coffee. Replace refined grains with whole grains to stabilize blood sugar, and read labels religiously. Many healthy snacks are sugar traps. Your brain needs glucose, but flooding it is like pouring syrup into a machine. It clogs the works and slows performance. 6. Learn something new every day. Think of your brain as a muscle. Neglect it, and it atrophies. Challenge it, and it grows stronger. A 2021 University of Cambridge study found that engaging in lifelong learning, whether acquiring a new language, reading books, or playing complex strategy games, lowers dementia risk by 38%. Mental challenges build cognitive reserve, redundant neural pathways that can compensate when damage occurs. Effective brain builder activities include learning a musical instrument, tackling chess problems, or mastering digital skills. Swap passive scrolling for active reading. 1 hour of reading a novel stimulates more neural circuits than 1 hour of social media. Your goal is to keep demanding more from your brain. The steeper the challenge, the more resilient your mind becomes. 5. Maintain strong social connections. Humans are inherently social creatures, and isolation is toxic to the brain. The National Institute on Aging's 2022 research shows that lonely individuals face a 26% higher dementia risk. Social interaction engages multiple brain regions at once: language centers, emotional circuits, and memory networks. Conversation requires you to recall names, form coherent sentences, and interpret body language, an intense mental workout. Combat loneliness by scheduling daily calls with friends, joining clubs or group activities, volunteering, or taking part in local classes. Even online communities can help, provided you engage authentically. Each meaningful connection acts as mental armor, keeping your brain active and emotionally nourished. 4. Protect your hearing. Hearing loss is not merely an inconvenience. Untreated auditory decline is the leading modifiable dementia risk factor, increasing risk by up to 90%, according to the 2023 Lancet Commission. Straining to make out speech forces your brain to allocate resources to auditory processing that would otherwise support memory and thinking functions. Over time, this cognitive overload contributes to brain atrophy. The remedy is simple yet overlooked. Get a comprehensive hearing test, and if needed, invest in hearing aids or assistive listening devices. Studies show that using these devices can reverse much of the elevated dementia risk. Don't delay. Address hearing issues as soon as you notice them, from difficulty following conversations to ringing in your ears. 3. Manage stress and anxiety. Stress isn't just a psychological burden, it's a physiological weapon against your brain. Chronic stress floods your system with cortisol, a hormone that in excess kills neurons and shrinks the hippocampus, the brain's memory hub. A 2022 University of Southern California study found that high-stress individuals faced a 37% greater Alzheimer's risk. To outsmart stress, incorporate daily stress-busting practices, 10-15 minutes of deep breathing exercises, mindfulness meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation. Regular physical activity, as noted earlier, also lowers cortisol levels. Spend time in green spaces. Nature therapy is proven to calm the sympathetic nervous system and foster social bonds, since meaningful connections buffer stress. By making stress management a habit, you safeguard both your mental well-being and your long-term cognitive health. 2. Limit alcohol consumption. Contrary to popular belief, even moderate drinking can harm your brain. Oxford University's 2023 study of 25,000 adults found that consuming more than 7 units of alcohol per week led to measurable shrinkage in the brain's white matter, the communication highways between regions critical for memory and decision-making. Alcohol disrupts sleep, inflames neural tissue, and directly kills neurons over time. If you regularly pour yourself a nightly glass of wine for health, consider swapping it for a brain-supportive drink, herbal teas, sparkling water with a twist of lemon, or antioxidant-rich tart cherry juice. The less alcohol you consume, the slower your brain will age. 1. Prioritize. Gut health. This final strategy may surprise you, but mounting evidence places gut health at the forefront of brain protection. Harvard Medical School's 2021 research highlighted how an imbalance in gut microbiota triggers systemic inflammation that can cross into the brain, impair neurotransmitter production, and accelerate neurodegeneration. Your gut produces the majority of serotonin and significant amounts of dopamine, neurochemicals integral to mood regulation and cognitive function. To nurture a brain-boosting microbiome, eat a fiber-rich, plant-forward diet filled with legumes, whole grains, vegetables, and fruits. Incorporate fermented foods, yogurt, kimchi, sauerkraut, and kefir for live probiotics. Prebiotic-rich foods like garlic, onions, and bananas feed good bacteria. Avoid artificial sweeteners, excessive sugar, and processed foods, which breed harmful microbes. By tending your gut, you create a protective shield for your brain. These 10 strategies, deep sleep, daily exercise, omega-3 nutrition, sugar reduction, continuous learning, rich social life, hearing preservation, stress control, alcohol moderation, and gut cultivation, work synergistically to fortify your brain against dementia. The earlier you adopt them, the stronger your cognitive reserves become, and the lower your risk of becoming part of a looming public health crisis. Remember, nearly half of dementia cases are potentially preventable. The power to shape your brain's destiny lies in your daily choices. What changes will you start making today to preserve your most precious asset, your mind, for decades to come?